Okay, I'm going to try and talk through this Bender character I've heard about. So, let me just check the paper's a little bit dirty. Right. Okay, so what you want to do is try and think about this like a glass of water. It tapers down like that. We're going to be doing a lot of tapering in this video. Okay, so we've got, there's the main circle, draw in a stronger line, taper down, stop. Okay, now I'm going to draw him sort of looking in this direction, right? So, I mean, you can sort of think about it like this. There's going to be this kind of field of vision. Okay, then we're going to draw the top of his torso, slant it down a little bit. I'm just using light feathery lines, and we're going to neaten those up later. Drawing the top like that. Okay, then we've got a small circle there and a little bit of the circle there, right? Then we're going to draw in his mouth. It gets a little bit tricky here, trying to get the proportion right, like that. Alright, now he's like all matte graining characters, he's got an overbite, so it's going to jut out just a little bit. And then, depending on the angle, we might see a little bit underneath. But keep trying, like me. Just keep going. Now, I usually do 4 lines, but it depends. But there are 2 in the center to represent his teeth, like that. Okay, so far so good. Now, just from this point here, go left a bit, and you'll want to draw, I hope, with a bit of luck. I was a bit heavy-handed with those, but that's more or less the positioning of his eyes. More or less. This is the tough part because of the perspective. But again, because I'm said we're going to go in this direction, we've got to think about our 3D perspective, right? This type of thing. We've all done this in the classroom, haven't we? We've all made this box. Okay, so we're trying to think in those terms. So slant, slant, go across. I should have used lighter lines, to be honest, and then rubbed them out later. Right, double that line up, put that line in there, circle round, leave a gap for his other eye, circle round, strengthen in those lines. I hope I've done this right. More or less, not perfect, but more or less, you get the picture. And then, depending on his mood, you can make him angry or happy. I'll leave that to last, leave that up to you. 2 squares for his pupils, little black squares, about center. Now obviously I'm rushing through this because I don't want this to be a super long video for you. But I just want to give you the basic idea. You can take your time. You don't have to go this fast. I see what, putting the two lines there, and because I've got a curved line here, I'm keeping these curved lines in the same direction. And I'm going to change that around this side, and I'm going to put them in the opposite direction. So they're curving outwards. And then just neaten that up a little bit. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten his antenna. Let's just get this bit out the way. Put in the door on his chest, a little bit rounded, I suppose. Sorry about that. Battery ran out just suddenly. So I've just erased some of the lines here. Just strengthening some of the important lines. Make sure there's no hard lines, no hard corners. Get rid of that. And then just put a little circle on top of the head, about here, about like that. Tapers down so it gets a little bit thicker at the bottom, and that's his antenna finished. And if you want to, you could put some shading on it or whatever. You can have some shading under here, like that. So really you should keep the shading in one direction. Like that, just to give you a bit of 3D quality there to it. And that's it. It's not the best, but hopefully, you know, it's a good start to you. And then if you want to make him extra happy, you can just put in these kind of lines at the under eyelid, the lower eyelid. Hee hee hee. Like that. Okay, so that's the basic how to draw a bender. That's just the top half. If you'd like me to do the full body tutorial, if you enjoyed this, you thought this was useful to you, please let me know. Like, share, subscribe, spread the good word. And if you have any requests for Bender or maybe another Futurama character, please make them in the requests box, also known as the comments below. And you can find me here on youtube.com/Kamayoko. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter at Jim_Lionheart, and you can check out my full portfolio of work at facebook.com/LionheartJim. Thank you for watching. You've been great. I'll see you soon.